big size. Well, it is still spring in Stardew Valley, and we are here for day 7 and day 8. I know day 6 was its own little video because that's how I wanted to do it, because it's my channel and I can do what I want. Let's check the weather. Let's see what we get. Oh, perfect. A light breeze. Hopefully we'll get some rain one of these days. Let's see what our luck's going to be. Hopefully it's not as bad as yesterday. Neutral. Okay. I think we'll go do some mining. That's definitely going to be... Ooh, a recipe. Heck yeah. Always check your recipes, people. Anyway, I think we're going to go do some mining. So let's go back out into our little plot of land here. Oh, the hat mouse. I love the hat mouse. Let me show you where he's at. So if you look on the map, if you go down from your farm here and around the pond on that little peninsula right there in the ruined house, that's where the hat mouse is. You could buy Santa hats, you could buy cowboy hats, you could buy cool hats. Watered my plants real quick, and we're just going to take whatever we're going to need to go to the mine with us. So let's see here. Yeah, I don't want the club. I don't want it. I just want some food, pickaxe, and a hoe just in case we find some worms. Let's go foraging. So it's a new day. There might be a few spring onions or so. I'm just going to kind of skip through this. Okay, same spot as yesterday, down below the fishing place. Holy crap. Well, would you look at all these spring onions. I'm pretty excited about this. As you can tell, that is a lot. I don't think that I see that many spring up there very often. So that's pretty dope. Let's actually go check. Ooh, horseradish. Heck yeah. Let's go look one more spot. And there's one more down here. Just FYI, that little sewer, you will eventually get there at some point. It's part of a quest line, and it's a little bit later in the game. So if you ever see that and you're kind of wondering to yourself, what's that sewer for? It's for later. All right, let's put some of this stuff back. I think I'm going to go buy some seeds really quick, just because at some point I want to plant. Do I? I don't know. Ooh, worms. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, it's just clay. That's boring. That's super boring. Yeah, let's dip into Pierre's shop. We got a little bit of cash right now. I want to get some potatoes and I want to get probably some parsnips, just so we got a little bit of a recurring cash flow. We're going to be fishing a lot. We're going to be mining a lot. So there's going to be some secondary income coming in. But I just want to have some more crops going now that we've already got our first batch of the spring crops we need for the community center bundles, which I know we haven't gone over a lot in these videos. I promise we're going to start talking on the community center. But yeah, I'm just going to buy some potatoes and some parsnips before we head up to the mines. Linus, you smell. Anyway, we're in the mines. Let's drop off some stuff. And I'm just going to keep the food, a pickaxe, and a hoe. Yeah, sword. I changed my mind a lot. I don't remember this early in the game if there are little wormies. Ooh, a little boss. That is the color of a boss. So their sprites can be blue, and they can also have little stars on their antenna too. But anyway, I don't remember if there's little worms or anything down here in the mines, especially this early. It's been quite a while since I've gone mining this extensively. So really, this is just going to be kind of me mining back and forth. Obviously, we're focusing on minerals. We need to get as much copper as we can because we really want to build our kiln or our furnace, so that way we can get copper bars, and then we can go start upgrading some of our material or some of our tools. Don't forget to get the topaz. And pretty much we're just focusing on things that are either going to give us copper or other minerals or coal. Because, you know, you have to have coal to be able to smelt, and it's a whole thing. So I'm going to spend pretty much most of the day down here. Quick fact, you can hit those candles and they will go in your inventory. And if you're ever in any dark areas like what I just walked by, you can set them down. You can also carry them and they'll give off light. So neat little pro tip there. I didn't know that for quite a long time as I was doing this, so I thought it was pretty cool once I actually learned that. But yeah, this is a mining day, so we're just gathering as much coal and as much copper as we can, as well as fighting some creatures and just really seeing what the mine kind of has to offer. We're about to hit the 20th level of the mine, which is going to be pretty sweet because every 20 levels or so you do get a treasure chest, and the treasure chest has rare items in it, has specialty items in it, all kinds of fun stuff. Let me just fuel up real quick. And if you're ever on a level with train tracks, you always want to follow to the end of the train tracks, because the train cart at the very end has coal in it, and you always want to make sure you pick up the coal. Doing battle, sucking at battle. I hate killing those things. So this floor is a spiral floor, and normally I recommend against doing these. You generally want to get out of these floors as soon as possible. I just want to show you what kind of stuff is in the middle. You'll notice it's a spiral, and we're kind of skipping through a lot of it. You'll notice it's a spiral, and in the middle is generally a bunch of barrels and chests and stuff like that for you to whack, with an extra emphasis on the H. I always skip these. I don't think they're worth the time, and I don't think they're worth the effort. They usually take about an hour and a half, 2 hours out of your day, kind of depending on what happens and what enemies are there. But yeah, so, you know, we got an amethyst, cave carrots, some hardwood. You know, we got some minerals and we got some stuff we were looking for, but really in the grand scheme of things, I would have rather had the extra couple hours that it takes for me to battle and chop and pickaxe my way all the way through the spiral to get into the middle. It just never ends up being worth it. I also don't recommend doing what I'm doing right now and poking around for a ladder. Just go back to the ladder that you already found. Here's our treasure chest, and we get a slightly better sword. All right, well, it's better than nothing. You can get rare items in this. It's better to go to those levels on good luck days, but we do get a little bit of a boost out of our weapon, which is pretty exciting. Also, you can catch ghost fish right here. If you fish in that pond, they do put up a little bit of a fight, but you can catch a couple here and there, just not as often as you would catch normal fish. You're going to get a lot of fucking trash. You're going to get a lot of trash out of there. All right, let's just take a bunch of this stuff back. Oh, I need to make room for my seeds. Yeah, let's just grab some of this stuff. Eventually, I'll grab all the things out of there that I need and take them back to my house, but we're just going to kind of warp back to the house. I want to get this furnace set up, and I want to start smelting down a few bars. We won't have the 2,000 gold that it's going to require to upgrade our first tool, which I recommend strongly be your pickaxe. But we can at least start getting our smelting going. Also, if you were watching, this is the shortcut way from the mines to the house. This way you don't have to go through town. So you just go all the way up and above that first house off into the woods and down this little path. And, you know, there's generally some forageable materials and things like that here too, which is cool. And then you just enter in this little area and boom, we're back home. So let's see. Out of my way. Get out of my way. All right. Let's fill up the bin and do a little bit of organizing first. Put that there. Okay. All right. So we need copper and stone. So wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got two. So I built 2 furnaces, and I generally like to put them in the house next to the bed. You can put your furnaces wherever you want, anywhere on your property. It's just easier. You pop a couple in as you're going to bed, you pull them out when you wake up, you put a couple more in. It's just a good rhythm and a good habit to get into for me personally. It's a way for me to just, you know, very quickly do some minerals. I'm going to burn down quite a lot of the copper right now, and I won't bore you with all of those details because they do take a little while. But eventually what's going to happen is they're going to be done, and there's going to be a little pop-up above them. And you just walk over and you right-click them, and then you left-click to put the new copper in. And it takes, you know, a few copper and a couple coal to be able to build one of those bars. So as we're moving through this, we're going to end up with probably like 8 to 10 bars if I go through that whole supply. And let's move on to day 8. Day 8. I'll see you there. Just kidding. I didn't actually go anywhere. Did you think I would go somewhere? All right, let's finish smelting down some more of this copper real quick and kind of move on with our day. What's the weather going to be like tomorrow? Oh, sweet. We get a free rain day. So it's going to be super important that we plant all of those seeds that we picked up today. We're also having a good luck day, but we're not going to be doing a whole lot with it because this is mostly going to be plant a bunch of stuff and then go fishing kind of day. So let's kind of get moving on that. I need to do some organizing. I think I'm going to build, I need to build another chest. So it takes 50 wood to build a chest. And I'll organize them eventually. I like to build a lot of chests right out of the bat, but being new to the game, it's better just to kind of go one by one. But yeah, let's organize our tools a little bit here and just make sure we grab everything we're gonna need. Like I said, we're gonna plant those 40 or so seeds that we got from Pierre yesterday, just so that way we can get a good plant rotation and a good harvest rotation and start making some money. But the focus for today, while we're waiting for cash to be able to upgrade our tools, the focus for today is just to plant and then to go fishing. Really when you're in your first couple of weeks, it's super important to start building up these habits and building up these routines for yourself to either plant things or go fishing or pick certain days based off of your luck, based off of the weather. Never ever give up a free day of rain. Free day of rain is pretty dope. In the next few videos, we will get to a point where we're going to have sprinklers and then we're just never going to have to water anything ever again. We're just going to have to do some heavy mining to make sure we have materials. So I need to make enough spaces. I'm not going to count. There's 40 seeds that we have to plant. I generally will just hoe out a big area, see what fits. There may be some overlap. I'm not going to worry too much about making them look pretty just because the parsnips are going to grow in 4 days. The potatoes are going to grow in 6 days, and they're not going to be there very often. As we start to build multiple crops and multiple stages of growth cycles, I'll worry a little bit more about how everything looks. So let's just get this stuff planted, shall we? All right, got that, and done. That was easy. Let me just finish watering up the rest of this stuff here, and then we're going to take off and go fishing. It's really important that you are watering your plants every day, just because you want them to grow at the most optimal cycles, and you want to be able to stockpile as much cash as possible. The big goal is to be able to go into spring, and in the first big community festival of the spring, we need to be able to buy as many strawberries as we absolutely can. They're expensive. They cost, I don't remember off the top of my head, about $100 or 100 gold coins a piece. So we want to start stockpiling cash as best as we can while still maintaining a good flow for ourselves and upgrading our tools and things like that. We do need to start making sure that we're stockpiling cash because we want to buy as many strawberries at the spring festival as we can. It's super, super, super important that we just buy a lot because the return on them is fantastic. I'm just chopping down a tree, collecting some random wood here and there with the few spare minutes that I have, but I think now it's time to go fishing. So let's move here. I'm just kind of chopping up some of the stone and the things around the planting area so that way they don't actually grow into my soil and they don't grow into the areas that I have to keep clearing out or destroy my plants. All right, I'll check the mail here. Oh, sweet. Mom sent me cookies. I'm going to eat them right now. Don't hold on to your cookies. Don't hold on to your food. Just eat them. Just use your items. It's super important that you do that. I think what we're going to do, instead of fishing any of the lakes today, we're going to go into town and go down to the ocean because I want to do some foraging on the beach. There's probably some cockle shells, maybe some clam shells and other things that we can sell. I'm just kind of checking my journal here, making sure I don't have anything that's getting ready to pay me out. A lot of upcoming quests that we're going to start touching on pretty soon, but those are going to be kind of for the next couple of videos. Right now, my one concern is I just want to make 2 grand today, so that way when we do day 9, we can upgrade our pickaxe and have a lot easier time as we're moving into the mines. So as you're wandering through town, if you see somebody that you don't think you've spoken to quite yet to fulfill that objective of meeting all the townsfolk, make sure you take a second, stop, and yeah, the more you interact with these people and the more that you pick the right answers to the weird questions that they're going to ask you, the bigger your friendship points, or the more friendship points you're going to get from them. And it really helps as a good foundation for when you start giving them gifts, because you need to interact with people and you also need to give them gifts. And what that does is it keeps the friendship meters high. It triggers cutscenes. It gives you special items. They give you gifts. It's pretty sweet. Oh, all right. We got a nice beach foraging day. We got some clay. We got a cockle. Got one more cockle, and we'll talk to Elliot. Talk to Elliot. And yeah, from here on out, I'm just gonna fish off the dock until it's time to go home. I want to make sure that I'm not falling asleep outside past this point. In your first week, you can get away with falling asleep in the mines. You can get away with running out of health in the mines, or just tiring yourself out while you're fishing. But once you're past that first week, the game's going to start to penalize you. It's going to take, percentages of your money. It's going to take items from you. I remember in some of the original versions of the game, you used to be able to, accidentally, they would take your tools and stuff like that, which was a major pain. So we're just going to fish it out till nighttime. This is also a good spot right here if you fish in the deeper area. A lot of the special fish over the course of the different seasons, like eels and pufferfish and squid and things like that, can populate over by this rock as long as you're fishing in the deepest part. Yeah, let's spend the rest of our day fishing and try to make as much money as we possibly can off of our little fishing trip. Day 7, day 8, you can kind of decide for yourself if you want to go mining or if you want to go fishing. I'm just choosing fishing because I feel that it's more efficient on this day to be just racking up cash after we spent all that money on seeds. So let's see, we're going to switch from day to night right about now. All right, 10:50 p.m. Just going to catch this last fish. And let's see what we got. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. We got another nautilus fossil, a cockle, flounder, some sardines, some herrings. We got a purple flounder. Well, that's going to make us quite a bit of money. Regular old anchovies, herrings, and halibuts. And halibuts are night fish, just in case you didn't know. You can only catch them at night. So if you're looking to stock up on halibuts, they sell pretty good. So they're always a pretty wise way. Oh, we got a cutscene. It's our very first friendship cutscene. Oh. So there's Linus. He's digging through old man Grumpy's trash. He's so cranky, man. George is the crankiest dude. I know. We approach him for some stupid reason. And he basically just tries to get us to do a bunch of work for him. So he thinks there's raccoons in the trash and he wants us to go scare him away. And of course, we're super goody two-shoes. So we're going to just walk over there and go battle some rabid raccoons. Little do we know, it's our boy Linus. Linus rummages through trash. He likes to live off the land. Pro tip: don't ever offer to help Linus do things. He likes to do things on his own. His gifts are very strange. He doesn't like frivolous stuff. Let's pick the right answer. So if you want max friendship points, no, it's a shame for food to go to waste. Remember, you gotta pick that. That'll give you the max friendship points for this interaction with Linus. So yeah, that's what the point of these cutscenes are. So we go on our merry way. Linus heads over to the Star Drop Saloon, and while he's rummaging through the trash, the owner of the Star Drop Saloon is going to pop out, and he's going to be like, "Hey, I'm Gus. I want to talk to you. Let's talk about things. Hey, I'm Gus." But it's really cool. It's really sweet. He ends up giving Linus some of his, like, I think it's zucchini or something, with a spicy marinara dip, which, I don't know. If you don't eat spicy food on the regular and somebody hands you spicy food, I don't know if it's such a good idea to eat it. Like, that's going to mess you up, right? Right? Anyway, let's get back home. Let's dump some stuff in the sell bin, and then we will be done with day 8. So let's see. I can get rid of this. I can pretty much get rid of everything that I picked up today. We already have a Nautilus fossil, and that gets donated to the museum. So any extras of things that you've already donated to the museum that you get, aside from things we'll get into much later, for the most part, you don't need to hang on to duplicates. I like to have one of everything. Just kind of going through and seeing if there's anything else that I really feel like we can sell. I'm just trying to hit that 2K mark. So we've got, 20 or 240 gold on us right now. And I really want to make sure that we do everything we can to hit that 2K mark, because the morning, day 9, we're gonna head on over to the blacksmith, and we're gonna start upgrading some tools. So let me just finish checking through here. I think we got everything we need. Yeah. All right. Anything in here? I forget that I have 2 boxes now, so that's pretty dope. Yeah, nothing in there. So we got everything organized. Let's go dump the rest of our sell pile. All right. Well, it's 12 a.m. and looks like we are good to go. So it's time to head to bed. And yeah, drop a couple things in the furnace here so they're there when we wake up. Make sure you always pet your cat every single day. All right, we leveled up fishing. All right, let's see how much we made. Let's see how much we made. All right, we got there. Sweet. All right, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out, sticking around through the video. I will see you as we move on to the next one for day 9. Otherwise, stay safe. See you later. Bye.